Here with Dayton Moore, general manager of the Kansas City Royals. Kind of just wanted to talk about, what you're seeing in the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, how they're doing. Obviously, they're in first place right now, and improvement on the last couple of years. I guess first, let's talk about Balbino Fuenmayor, Mike Vianucci. What have you kind of seen in them?
Well, I mean, we're very pleased with the progression of this group of players, and there's some players that we felt needed to repeat, and they're doing quite well. I mean, we're pleased with the way Bonifacio's been swinging the bat as of late. Of course, we're very young with Hunter Dozier and Mondesi and some other young guys, but Double A is a great barometer, and once they start having success here, oftentimes they're a lot closer to the major leagues than they think. But we're pleased. We're pleased with our pitching overall, and it's a good group. It's a fun group to watch.
What have you kind of seen from Bubba Starling this year? Obviously, he got off to a pretty good start here. Maybe an update on his status as far as injury and when we can expect to see him back.
Well, hopefully we'll get him back sooner than later. He's going through some progression, did some running today, shagging balls live off the bat, took batting practice on the field today, and spirits are good and he's moving well. So it's just a matter of when the training staff clears him. But we are pleased with his progression as well. Got off to a great start in Wilmington, and we felt he needed to go back there just to kind of just establish himself, have some success. And once he did, we were quick to move him up here, and he got off to a good start. And we look forward to him having a good 4 months here where he can prove that he's ready for the next level. And again, we're very excited about where Bubba is. So,
what are kind of the biggest adjustments you've seen him make as far as, obviously when you first sign him, struggled a little bit, but obviously the raw skills are there. Just by looking at the kid.
Well, it takes time. I mean, it really does. I mean, you look at players like stars like Matt Holliday and Torrey Hunter. I mean, 6+ years in the minor leagues. So it's very challenging, especially for those guys who are those gifted athletes. And it's almost impossible to develop beyond the level of competition. So if you're not used to facing top-notch pitchers day in and day out, like a lot of kids are from Southern Florida and in Southern California and so forth, it takes a little while to adjust. And of course, we know Bubba was a 3-sport star and didn't commit completely to baseball. And that's very similar with Matt Holliday and Torrey Hunter as well. So, we put a lot of expectations on these players, and at the end of the day, they all progress at their own natural rate. And the important thing is that he is just keep getting better, and that's what he's doing.
Obviously, I want to talk about also the rotation in Kansas City. Obviously, Edinson Volquez, Chris Young have been, great for you guys to start. I mean, Kendrys Morales as well. Has that kind of helped you guys in kind of easing along maybe a guy like Kyle Zimmer or Sean Manaea even, or, Finnegan a little more?
Well, with Zim and Sean Manaea, I mean, they just haven't been able to stay healthy coming out of spring training. So, hopefully, those injuries are behind them, and they can start stabilizing a little bit and going out there and pitching every 5th day, because ultimately that's how you're going to get better and progress to the major leagues. You got to stay healthy, and hopefully they'll do that. And we got Zim out the other day. He's going to start in Lexington, and then we'll see where he is, and hopefully we can get him back up here to Double A at some point. And Sean Manaea is down and extended, and we can get him built up to a point where he can get here to Double A. So we'll see how that goes, but our rotation at the major league level, Volquez and Chris Young, have been very good for us and given us some quality innings. We had our first 4-game losing streak the other day, and Volquez took the mound and pitched terrific for us, and we ultimately won that game 8-4. And he didn't get the decision, but he pitched great and put us in a position to win. So that's what you want out of your starters, and he's done a fine job.
What's kind of the status report on Kris Medlen? When can we expect to possibly see him in Northwest Arkansas, or at least starting a rehab assignment?
Well, I don't know when he'll be here, but he's doing very well. He's an extended also, and he just keeps taking the ball and building up his innings and refining his pitches. Obviously, he's coming back from Tommy John for the 2nd time, so we want to be very conservative and cautious with him. But we think that he's got a chance to impact our rotation at some point in time this year.
Kind of, I guess, last talk about the World Series run last year. You can just tell by going to Kauffman Stadium, it's just a total different mentality, fan base up to the players. How has that been like, just seeing that transition?
Well, it's very rewarding for our entire baseball operations department, of course, the Glass family, because we've wanted nothing more but to bring excitement and joy to our fan base. right there, throughout the Midwest, and especially in Kansas City, where our fans get an opportunity to come out to the ballpark, 81 nights a year and see our team compete. And our fans have fallen in love with this team, and the attendance is great. It's a fun group to watch. Many of those players obviously had a chance to play right here in Northwest Arkansas, and so the fans here have had a chance to connect with these players as well. So they know the type of commitment they have, and their talent level, and the energy that they bring to the ballpark. So it's been fun to watch.
What have you seen in Miguel Almonte this year? And maybe going off that, what players perhaps in Northwest Arkansas right now could we potentially see in September or sooner in Kansas City?
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, there's a long way to go. The important thing is they stay healthy. But Miguel Almonte has a terrific arm. He's very young. He's like all pitchers at this level. I mean, you've got to learn to control the running game and field your position and slow things down, and you got to make pitches out of the stretch. And so there's a lot of things that you have to be able to do to be successful. But when he commands his fastball and throws strike one and can get the ball down, he's got a chance to finish off hitters because he's got a terrific breaking ball. And even when he does fall behind, he's got an outstanding changeup to get him back in the count. So there's a lot of good things that he does that put him in a position to be a successful major league pitcher one day.
All right. Thank you. Dayton Moore joining us, General Manager of the Kansas City Royals.